Let's get it on.
I top Billin, Jets Nation, them Gotham Green gangsters, your boy Mid-Atlantic Murph back. And the more things change, the more they stay the same because them Jets still have the same QB issues that I covered a couple of years ago when I used to cover the Jets. Listen, man, I got to get back to covering the Jets, man. The Jets doing big things, no doubt about that. I will say this. I believe the Jets to be one QB away from Super Bowl contention. And I believe it to be, right, straight up, I believe the New York Jets are one QB and a couple of offensive line pieces away from a Super Bowl. It might sound radical to you, but I'm a line of scrimmage guy. Nobody doing it like the New York Jets, or not too many people, right? And Eagles definitely doing it like the Jets. San Francisco and all these teams are in an arms race, right? Straight line of scrimmage dominant teams. I mean, you got Quinnen Williams on the team with Sheldon Rankins, right? You got a young Jermaine Johnson on the squad, Solo Thomas, right? They somehow got out there, right? As a scheme-specific fit. You got cats like C.J. Mosley, perhaps the best in the business. He's playing with Quan Alexander. You got Sauce Gardner out there looking like the absolute goods. And you got him flanked on the other side by DJ Moore and a Jordan Whitehead back there. Listen, at all three levels, the Jets are doing it fantastically. That defense is nasty, right? On the other side of the ball, the offensive line. Now, listen, there's some injuries there and all that, but still, that doesn't seem right to me, right? You got that run game could be real nasty. If everyone's healthy, Breece Hall and all these guys like that, man. Listen, Michael Carter, that's nasty. That's a nasty duo. Even got James Robinson from the Jags. Think about that. But the quarterback position, Zach Wilson ain't the deal, man. He does not fit that scheme. I said that before he was drafted. That was the last time I covered the team. I was like, does he actually fit the scheme? You taking somebody who most of you guys never even heard of, right, before like that season, right, during that college season when he got hot, you had probably never heard of him before. He wasn't playing the best of competition at BYU, even though BYU is a very good team. He's statting up against teams, right, that nobody cares about. Not too much NFL talent on there. And you can see a lot of this shit that I did in that film study back then when people were getting mad come to fruition, right? Accuracy, not in the NFL. The accuracy is not there. And this is a quick and mid-range game-based offensive scheme. The ability to improv and then reset your feet, not there. The ability to think the game through at a high level, not there. Right? He's young in his development. I will say that. You got to definitely couch that, and you got to put it in context. But I just don't think he's going to work out with him with the Jets. They need to move on. And the Jets need to move on from him and grab another blast from the past, just like your boy right here, a blast from the past. Geno Smith. Eat at Geno's is perfect for that scheme. He's running it in Seattle. He just ran it at a Pro Bowl level. A lot of that fan base right there, they're looking for a young QB and all this and that, right? When they have a guy who fits that scheme to perfection already there, and they have the number 3 pick or perhaps a top 5 pick, they could go in the direction of a young QB. That's cool. Geno Smith needs a ready-made team, which Seattle actually is as well, but some of the fans there are just kind of goofy there. A ready-made team ready to win the Super Bowl, the New York Jets are that. They run his scheme that he's running right now, right, out of that Shanahan system. Your man's out there balling in Seattle doing it, the quick and mid-range games, those play-action boots. He makes quick decisions. He's the most accurate QB in the league percentage-wise this year at 71% completion percentage, right? 27 touchdowns. As of now, 27 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 71% completion percentage. Put that on the New York Jets this year, and where are the New York Jets? And that's a New York Jets team that has Garrett Wilson on it. My top receiver coming out of the draft, my 1A, along with Jahan Dotson from my Penn State Nittany Lions, or 1B there. Garrett Wilson, everything that I thought he would be. He could still high point the ball with the best of them. I covered that man when he was a freshman at Ohio State. He is the absolute truth. He's a top 5 talent, in my opinion, for the entire skill set that he has. You're talking about route running, high pointing the ball, physicality, his temperament, everything absolutely perfect for that scheme. Elijah Moore there, Corey Davis there, Denzel Mims, these guys like that, Geno Smith would eat. I think he would have better stats with the New York Jets. Straight up. Man, check this out right here. Wait, I completely buried the lead. Geno Smith should be a Jet next season, and Zach Wilson should be a Seattle Seahawk next season. I believe the setup that Seattle has, the infrastructure that it has, it just has one of those renewal type teams where they get the best out of whomever they have there. They already have a veteran on the roster in Drew Lock that all those guys for some odd reason like. Adding in a Zach Wilson behind him, I think that's perfect for them right there. They want a young superstar. They can go out and get at least one that everyone thought could be a young superstar during the draft time, right? You would think that if you blended these two drafts right here and you go by what people were saying, not your boy here, but what the consensus was about Zach Wilson compared to these guys coming in this draft right here, if they could get Zach Wilson somehow, I don't know what he's going for, maybe a third-round pick now. The Jets need to get rid of him. He has to be off the roster. You can't have that guy on the roster anymore. If they could get him for like a third-round pick and go with Drew Lock and of course, Zach Wilson there, that's a win-win. Then they can use their picks in the draft to still address the line of scrimmage like they need to. So I think it will be a win-win situation right there. You got to let me know. I know it might be a pie in the sky. I'm looking out for Geno's best interest, baby. Eat at Geno's inspires everyone. Somebody could go that long between being a starter and make the most of it and make a Pro Bowl. He should be comeback player of the year. And if Seattle had a better surrounding cast, they're in a reload year, he could perhaps be all pro. He was playing at that level there, right? The shit's starting to get a little suspect now, right? You're starting to see the lack of talent at certain positions take shape. And they got to play a lot of dope-ass defenses, one being the Jets, right, this weekend. It's funny how shit comes full circle, huh? The Jets, Seattle this weekend, man, they need to swap QBs. All right, I feel like this is something that Geno Smith excels with here. You have my man Garrett Wilson in motion, just kind of getting to the flats here. I believe this is Conklin right here. He'll be running a corner route. You'll have almost a switch release here between Elijah Moore and Corey Davis. You get Elijah Moore coming on that inside approach to run a corner route. Corey Davis right here on the outside approach to get to this dig here. There's a little bit of a breach on the inside. There's no doubt about that. He does a good job, he being Zach Wilson, of escaping that. But the rest of that shit doesn't make no sense to me. Fundamentally flawed, we see here. Get the perfect coverage you want, zeroed it out and everything. He avoids that and not Jakob, right? We can see the breach coming right here. He does a good job. Obviously he feels that in his face. Slides over. Now look at him. Throwing that bad boy, short hops it. Like, what's the short hop about here? Everything has to look cute or something like that, right? Everything has to look cute, but the result. You throwing it behind Corey Davis. What are we doing here? Come on. Look at that. Slide. Did that right, and then short hops it. Short armed it, too. Let's look at it from this point of view again here. See the route start to take shape. They're in man coverage pretty much across the board here. Or it might be quarter, half. Or no, you got man coverage definitely on the Corey Davis side right there. They're zoned up on the other side there. I have to go back and really look and see exactly what it is there. But you can see it comes open to perfection. He just needed to step up and nail that. Geno Smith beyond that. All right, here we go. You're going to have a post and a dig on the same side right here. Corey Davis getting depth, and you get your man right here. Right? We talk about the arm strength and everything. You can see right here on the pull. Once again, he has the detach from the pocket, but he should be able to launch and cock and fire this bad boy. And look, it comes up short. See again right here on the pull. Nice job of detaching right here. Now, he can set his feet, plant, and let it go, right? He does, and no. All right, let's check out Wilson's mechanics here on his drop. What is all that? Why not step towards the target? Right? Look at the crossover steps here. Can't see where the handbrake is, but we can see here some extra little choppy steps here. Look at him. Maybe you can say he's rhythm bouncing or whatever like that, but he's kind of shuffling with it. And then why not step towards the target? Like your point and shoot foot step towards the target. He steps outwards. where you think the ball gonna go more than likely? Because it's an all-arm throw, and then you short-arm that bitch. Come on. Look at this. All that street ball, somebody should have taught this man how to play fundamentally sound. A cat like Zach Wilson remind me of like Hot Sauce or somebody like that. I know Hot Sauce made it to the league, right? With Hot Sauce? No, Hot Sauce. Yeah, he reminded me like a Hot Sauce, right? Rayford Austin, Skip to My Lou, is the one who made it to the league. But a cat like Hot Sauce, man, just all that great shit, man. You'd probably tell Hot Sauce to play some regular ball, tell him to run a regular offense in the NBA or something like that. He would look mad different. That's what Zach Wilson reminds me of, man. They have to move on from him. But to me, he can still be a good reclamation project for the Seattle Seahawks because of some of the things that he can do. And I'm pretty sure it will excite that particular fan base right there, just knowing what I know from it. You know what I mean? All right, motion to tight. DK does that right there was hard. And, of course, you get DK in the open field. He ain't going down quick like a $2 hooker, I'll tell you that. He's one of those expensive, high-priced call girls or something. I don't know. That man doesn't go down too easy, but you can see him right there. And look like my boy Honey Badger actually turned down the funk. He turned down the funk. Honey Badger were usually in a thing like that, man. In a situation like that, he'd probably be trying to lay you out. But this time, look at him. He puts his foot way in there. Just so in film it looked like he did something. Look at why that man's leg was so long right there. That didn't make sense. He didn't want no parts of DK right there. And, well, hey. But line holds up initially there. Geno with a good exit strategy here to the right of the defensive formation. But look at him able to keep those shoulders straight there in the ease of motion. Look at him feather the clutch. Oh. And DK Metcalf, Dennis Rodman Jr. himself on a speed out. So all the flow going this way. You can see the 3-level concept there. And they working that hard stretch action, then booting out of that. See the hard fake right there, back to the basket. And you know Geno's going to do a good job of navigating this, reading deep to short, then squaring those shoulders. Look at him square those shoulders. Look at that throw. Oh, my God. Feathered the clutch. Geno kind of showing out. You can see what happens when someone gets a little bit of confidence, especially somebody who had a ton of success in college, the type of success that he had throwing the ball. This is definitely reverting him back to those days, and you can see just the confidence starting to build here. Look at that. That needs to be on a poster. It's like a fall away jump shot at the buzzer. Right to Fant. Geno had it rocking and rolling. You see this in-breaking route here by Eskridge. You have pure seam route, third down. He absolutely nails it to DK Metcalf right here. This should have been a touchdown. Thought he didn't have any arm strength, people. I thought he wasn't smart. Right? Remember that one dude talking about if Geno was smart, they would have won more games. Like, make the fuck out of here. You talking about if he was smart. Get out of here with that. Don't on my platform. Look at this. This man absolutely dials it in right there. Perfect throw. DK's got to squeeze that, man. Got to survive the ground with that catch. Oh, that's tough. That was tough to watch right there. The ability to retain. Geno is showing that. We had just talked about missing on this particular post pattern to Tyler Lockett with the Lockett launcher and how he has to get a little bit better on this, and that's exactly what he did. Look at this. Lockett immediately separating 6 feet at all times. Super late in the pandemic separation right here. But look at him with the nod, right? Stemmed off that bad boy and played the safety too. And Geno putting it right on him. Oh! So the vert game is in play. The detach from the pocket game and still keep your shoulder squared and deliver the ball down the field game is in play. Say that a couple of times real fast. The quick game, mid-range game, all that is in play. The run game looks good. All right, man, you guys get the point. My man Geno to the Jets would be ideal. Zach Wilson to Seattle would be ideal. I think it's a match made in heaven both ways there, right? I know it's a pie in the sky with Geno to the Jets. I'm not dumb. I'm just talking about from a pure football standpoint. It is absolutely perfect. All those concepts that you see that I saw from that particular flashback there, those are all the concepts that are in New York Jets playbook right now under Michael LaFleur. So I don't know what to tell you guys, man, but I'll keep it locked here. on these particular quarterback situations and see what's going on, man. Very interested to see what the Jets will do. It's going to be a pivotal personnel hire right there, or personnel acquisition, because the Jets are definitely going place. The same thing with Seattle too. Seattle very much in the same boat as the Jets, but I don't know. Something about Seattle's fans, man. They be killing me, man. They got these people out here, man. Some of these people just absolutely goofy, but we shall see, man. It's your boy Mid-Atlantic Murph. Big shout outs to the Jets. Big shout outs to everybody out in the Mid-Atlantic. Shout outs to everybody out Jersey, baby. South Jersey, we in the building, baby. Egg Harbor Township, Atlantic City, AC, we in the building. Camden. And shout outs to everybody up north, man. North, all you boys out there, man. Elizabeth, Orange, Patterson, Trenton, everybody, man. I love it. All right. Salute.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.